So good morning, everybody. Welcome to another of our exceptional cabinet meetings here on the 27th of February. We are all here, cabinet's all here, so we're all present. I don't think I'll read out the housekeeping statement because there aren't any other members of the public here, but if there's a fire, follow Jan, she'll be out that door. And no filming's allowed, but there's no one here to film, so that's all good. Apologies for absence, everyone's here. Declarations of interest. Now, we do need to just make declarations of interest. Those of us who are members of any other authority or the fire authority just need to make that declaration. So should we just go around? I'll go around this way. Zoe?
Yep, member of Gosport Borough and Fire Authority, thank you.
Steve?
Yep, member of Hart District Council.
No. Jan?
Yes, member of Winchester City Council.
Kirsty?
Yeah, Test Valley Borough Councillor for Andover Romans and Cabinet Member for Housing and Environmental Health.
Lily, no. And?
Yes,
Liz?
member of Havant Borough Council.
And I'm a member of Test Valley Borough Council. Super. There are no deputations and no requests to speak from non-executive members. I have no announcements to make. I think people are probably bored of my announcements after the last couple of weeks. So, devolution and next steps. Emma.
Thank you, Leader. Good morning, Cabinet. As you all know, this is the latest report in a succession of updates charting our journey through devolution priority programme. Cabinet will be aware that the story's had a number of twists and turns, not least the announcement on the 4th of December last year that mayoral elections would be delayed from May 2026 to May 2028. Prior to this, culminating in October last year, we'd reached the point where the County Council was content with the direction of travel and that Cabinet delegated authority to the Chief Exec to agree the statutory instrument that we'd then had sight of. The government's announcement on the 4th of December had a number of implications for us. Firstly, it came with the announcement that the investment fund of £44.6 million per year be reduced to a third of that sum until a mayor is elected. Secondly, the existence of a mayoral county combined authority without a directly elected mayor for the first couple of years, renewed concerns about the democratic deficit for Hampshire's residents, who represent 70% of the population, but would only have 40% of the voting power. And thirdly, King's Council advice confirmed our concerns that the legal framework, with the mayor written out of it, even if only temporarily, will create a number of issues, and these are outlined in your report. As members will appreciate, these three issues caused us some concern, and officers in all four unitary authorities, as well as the joint programme team and leaders of the constituent authorities, have worked hard to resolve them. And Appendix B in your pack is incredibly helpful in outlining those changes. And the developments have been, firstly, after extensive lobbying, thank you leaders, government was persuaded to shift their position and raise the amount of investment funding offered from 30 to 40% of the original 44.6 million. And further increases have also been made to the capacity fund, increasing that from 4 million to 9 million in the first 4 years. And government has also importantly proposed we have a strategic place partnership with Homes England commencing in 2026, and that is in Appendix 4. Secondly, the government agreed to amend the draft statutory instrument and introduce a principle of unanimity to the voting system on certain reserved matters until a mayor is elected. This provides the County Council with protection against any expenditure of its funds or activity within its borders that it hasn't consented to on behalf of its residents. And finally, the government has acknowledged the legal concerns raised by the constituent authorities and has provided written assurance that these will be addressed as outlined in the report and your appendices. So overall, the devolution deal still represents major new investment of funding into the region of £1.3 billion over 32 years. In addition, from the moment that mayoral county combined authority is established, a strategic authority will be at the front of the queue for additional funding opportunities, government pilots, and a variety of other benefits, and examples of those are listed in the report. Once a mayor is elected, the same benefits as you previously had reported to Cabinet will apply including a seat at the Council of Nations, improved integration of health, fire and rescue, and police and crime services with those of local government. So, on the basis of these assurances and the wider benefits we've outlined, we're recommending that Cabinet again delegate authority to the Chief Executive in consultation with the Leader, Monitoring Officer and Chief Finance Officer to agree the statutory instrument once we've seen the final draft, assuming it reflects what's been agreed with Government today.
Super, thanks very much, Emma. So any questions of Emma? No? We're all good? Any debate from everybody? I think we've been through this so many times. So shall I just sum up for us? I think there were a few thank yous to be had because we thought we were all on course, and we were blown off course on December the 4th by the Minister's decision to postpone the mayoral elections, and that actually is I think a real disappointment for everybody because we were looking forward to having a mayoral election this May alongside the county council election, alongside the district and borough elections, and really being able to get on with this. My first thank you is to my fellow leaders because the four of us, yet again, and to remind you, each of us is from a different party. In doing that, the four of us have worked incredibly well together alongside the chief executives in lobbying MHCLG to improve the deal that we were offered at the beginning of December. So it brings a greater amount of funding for us in the interim 2 years. It also gives us access to Homes England money, and having been told that they wouldn't change the governance elements of the statutory instrument, we have managed to do so. And a huge amount of thanks need to go to David for that because it was a arduous and long and detailed task with initially quite intransigent people around, and David has managed to land exactly what we all needed. And our thanks go to you, David, and to all of your colleagues for sticking with it, because we've got a result for Hampshire and the Solent which is exactly what we wanted, and it means also that we de-risk the process, not just for Hampshire but actually for all of the constituent authorities over that 2-year period. If we want to look positively at it, the 2 years give us an opportunity to actually get everything underway, make sure that we are properly established, and make sure that there is a structure and an understanding of how the strategic authority will operate for a mayor to walk into and then begin to enact their manifesto commitments once that happens. So there is a positive there, and the 40% of funding actually also begins to give us some money with which we can begin to do some good things. We can begin to leverage many of the projects that are common to all four councils and the benefits that they will bring. The additional piece of money that has actually been promised to us that I didn't mention yesterday is around the establishment money, which enables us to properly establish the authority and make sure that we have staffing and offices and a home ready for the mayor to get going as well. So it's been a very long journey. It's been a long journey of something like 8 to 10 years. As I've said so many times before, this is attempt number 8. And we have finally got this over the line. The statutory instrument, if we approve this morning, should be laid within the next couple of weeks, I understand. Each of the other constituent councils have now approved it as well. I think there is just awaiting a cabinet decision in Portsmouth early next week, but Portsmouth's council approved it. You'll note within our pack that we have a letter from the chairman of the council confirming that our full council backed it yesterday, and I think it is of credit to us, and it should be noted that that vote was unanimous in council, with councillors of every single party backing the proposals that we're putting forward. So the recommendations that we're looking at are on pages 3 and 4 in paragraphs 2A to F and 3. Can I check all of those in favour? So that's unanimous from us all. And you'll be glad to know that's the end of the meeting in under 10 minutes. So thank you very much.